knew that it could not be just about me. I had that tug on my heart that I was meant to share this and share my testimony with the world, even though it was hard. I've literally saved hundreds of people's lives because I was brave enough to share the struggle I was facing, the Goliath I was overcoming, the war that I was going through.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't quite hear you over your ego.
And I have story after story, person after person who's gotten their health under control or is in the process of finding their version of healthy because I was brave enough to say yes to this journey.
All right, reality check.
You're not that important. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today we're covering an MLM that has been requested numerous times, and that MLM is Shaklee. Shaklee is yet another health and wellness MLM, also known as a multi-level marketing company, network marketing company, social selling company. Some would even refer to this type of business model as a pyramid scheme, and that is because they do run off of a recruitment-based business model, meaning the more people they recruit onto their team at Shaklee, the more money they make. They do sell health and wellness products. It is a genre that many MLMs enter because not only are multi-level marketing companies hardly regulated in the sense of running their business structure, supplements are also very minimally regulated, at least here in the United States of America.
Yay for us.
Now, Shaklee, they've been around for a while. They've been getting more and more popular. Mainly, I've noticed at least, it was around the time that BODi announced that they were getting rid of their network marketing business model. And the reason for that is because the BODi Partners were jumping ship because they had no other choice and they were joining Shaklee. A lot of them are still there. It is time that we start talking about them more. We got to call them out on their shit. And we're going to get right the f into it.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, hello.
We are so happy to have you here. Welcome to our Rooted and Rising, where legacy meets leadership event. Share with us in the chat where you're joining us from.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Who invited you here tonight?
I don't need an invitation.
And what you're most curious about.
Why do they call it a flea market?
Are you curious about learning about the products, the opportunity?
Oh, and I think Young Living people have started joining Shaklee. People are flocking toward them who are coming off of a health and wellness MLM. Between Melaleuca and Shaklee, that's where the health and wellness girlies are going. And Trunori, we can't forget Trunori.
And of course, throughout, drop any questions you've got in the chat for us. So whether you're here to learn about cleaning up your wellness routine, or maybe looking for a healthy, happy habit kickstart for the fall, maybe you're looking for a way to generate supplemental or significant income, seeking a positive community, or maybe all of the above, you are in the right place. Tonight, you're going to hear from several different speakers and learn how you can step into a new type of success where you can earn income, all while prioritizing your own health and wellness and make an impact. If we haven't met yet, my name is Heather Ullman, and together with my husband, Michael, we have been in the health and wellness space for over a decade. I'm an attorney, so my brain's always trying to work through scenarios that could create roadblocks. But here, I allowed my mind to expand and consider the idea of building a business from home on my terms that would grant us financial breathing room for our family and allow me to be present with our girls and provide a plan for retirement. And yes, I think I had a lot. So fast forward to this moment here today. We just returned from our Shaklee Cares trip. We were with our incredible team, and I am confident that where we are right now, we're going to build a legacy together.
Not much of a legacy.
Slide, please. As we spent time with our CEO, Roger, and served the local community of New Orleans with meals for the homeless and care packages for senior citizens, two things were firmly cemented in my mind. One, this team, high integrity, filled with collaborative leadership, and like no other community I've ever been a part of. And two, seeing this company in action in terms of innovation, the earning opportunity present for ambassadors, and the service we're able to personally provide to our clients and also the community at large.
Your clients. Relax.
This solidified for me that this is a legacy business with no retirement date.
Ew, legacy. Not with the legacy. Come on.
And a place where we can learn, provide for our families, and give back all at the same time. Slide, please. This is our company, Shaklee, and here we are empowered with the mission of helping people improve their health span, looking and feeling younger today and tomorrow. And that means not simply living longer, it's about living younger longer. Slide, please.
That's getting really annoying now.
So tonight, it's my pleasure to introduce you to Shaklee. This is a legacy company, your family, and it does feel like home. Shaklee's a global leader with sales over $10 billion in wellness products across the US, Canada, Asia, and Australia. You guys, this is sustained power. This is not a trend. Shaklee's been around for nearly 70 years, 7 decades. Slide, please.
I can't. It's so annoying. Why is it annoying? Why is it annoying me so much?
So Dr. Shaklee was a nutritional pioneer and a scientific innovator. He created the first multivitamin in the US and the first plant-based protein in the world. And it's mind-blowing to me. We have over 110 published clinical studies and over 75 patents and patents pending. You guys, this is not just wellness. This is innovation based on decades of research, studies, and proof. Slide, please. Okay, Shaklee products. This is performance level quality, and performance matters, results matter. I was so impressed learning that Shaklee powers Olympians. It's on every NASA space mission since 1995, and over the last 69 years, we've averaged less than 0.0003% in returns. The White House even has Shaklee products in the big house, our cleaning supplies. Slide, please. So this is really exciting. I love research, and this is living proof. We are the only company in the world with short, medium, and long-term proof that our products are safe and actually make a difference in people's health span.
What? They're safe and actually make a difference in people's lives? So does this gum. And it's also safe. Maybe. I don't know. We don't know anymore, right? Allegedly, it's safe.
These landmark studies come from decades of peer-reviewed science, and while we have the experience and backing of a company rich in history in the wellness space, we're also innovating. Since joining Shaklee 11 months ago, we've seen the introduction of 5 new products in the nutrition and skincare segments, along with the acquisition of a company that brings us the science behind liquid biocell collagen, all with the intention of fulfilling our mission of helping people live younger longer.
It's okay to age, in case we needed to hear that. I need to tell myself that every day. We don't want to end up like what's her face on that movie.
Oh, yeah, that one.
You know exactly what I'm talking about because I was so descriptive. The Substance, Demi Moore. You don't want to end up like that if you haven't seen that movie.
It's kind of gross.
I see this in real time. Generational health, our daughters, us, and our parents using Shaklee products and improving health from skincare to nutrition to sleep to stress reduction to energy to immunity support. Okay, it's my time to turn things over to Mel, who'll be sharing with you all about our products, how they're different and proven, and the results, which speak for themselves.
Well, thank you so much, Heather. I just have to say, this past weekend, we were in New Orleans for our mission project through the Shaklee Cares organization, and our CEO, Roger Barnett, was there with us. Like, how amazing.
Amazing. Did you give him a gold star? Girl, it's a mission trip for his company. He fucking better be there.
That the CEO is doing these outreach and these programs with us. And we had an opportunity on Friday morning to just have some roundtable discussions. And one of the things that he shared about Shaklee right now is while we're about to celebrate our 70th anniversary, and we have watched generations of people pass down their businesses as legacy businesses to their children and grandchildren.
Yikes, right?
Our company is still growing. He shared the stats with us that we have 100% growth in Canada right now, and in the US, 25 to 35% growth over last year. So Shaklee is not only a household name, but it is a name that is growing rapidly right now. And it's amazing because we do have products that help people live age-free. And tonight, I'm going to share with you a little bit about products. So if you can do me a favor, will you tell me in the chat bar, are you listening to our open house tonight because you want to learn more about Shaklee products and how they can help you on your wellness journey?
No, I'm just being nosy.
Are you looking for more information about the business opportunity?
Yeah, I guess you could
say that? Or are you here because you are looking for information on both? So drop that in the comments right now. And if there's a product you're most interested in, I want you to tell me which product that is in the chat bar as well. So get that chat bar going. I want to see what you guys have. So let's actually talk about Shaklee products, because first and foremost, the company you partner with has to be a company that you truly say, I can get behind those products. Those are things that would work well in my daily life. So we're going to talk about two types of products. We're going to talk about wellness from the inside, and we're going to talk about wellness from the outside. So let's actually start with the inside. So one reason why I chose Shaklee was this: clinical proof. And what I love about Shaklee is they did this landmark study where they actually followed Shaklee vitamin supplement users and non-Shaklee vitamin supplement users. They followed those people for 30 years. And I actually met one of those individuals on our rewards trip at the beginning of this year. And they did this study, and the results of the study showed that the Shaklee supplement users actually had optimal blood nutrient levels, optimal biomarkers of health, and better health outcomes.
There's asterisks. We've been here before.
Some words are big and hard to understand.
The star. But there's no explanation. Why are those there?
I know here in the 11 months that I've been a part of Shaklee, I've seen my blood work improve, as have many of our ambassadors here as well.
Bold claim.
So they're supplements that are actually absorbed and do what they say they're going to do. In a world where we have lots of options, you can walk into any drugstore and have a sea of options. You can feel confident that Shaklee supplements are going to help you on your journey.
You can feel more confident if you just talk to your doctor about the supplements they recommend and go get those, and make sure they're not from a multi-level marketing company, because there's a different level of slimy sleaziness that comes from supplements from an MLM company. There's perfectly good options at Walgreens, at Walmart, at Target, at Stop and Shop, at King Soopers, anywhere else. There's options, good options. You don't need to buy products from an alleged pyramid scheme.
One of my absolute favorites, I actually have it right here in front of me. It is called Meology. And this is one of the first things that I bought 11 months ago when I became a Shaklee ambassador. And the reason is because I had bins of supplements that I was taking for my own health journey. And what I loved is you go in, you take this awesome little quiz, you put in your own health goals, you can upload your DNA results or any blood work, and it is going to give you a customized supplement routine. So every single morning I rip off one of these little packets and I take my supplements with my breakfast in the morning. And I know that this is one thing that I'm doing that is good for me. And so I absolutely love our Meology. This is definitely a must try. And this is one thing that really sets us apart in the marketplace from other supplement companies. All right, I see lots of people that are like, love Meology. Now, my second favorite is our Life Shake. There are a lot of shakes out there on the market, right? There are lots of shakes. But I will tell you, as somebody who has struggled with inflammation, with gut issues, I'm very sensitive. And I can't drink a lot of shakes. And Life Shake is actually the only one that I can drink every single day that does not cause me to have any stomach discomfort. And that is saying a lot for somebody that has been trying shakes for over 14 years. What I love about our Life Shake is it was recently reformulated to include no seed oils. It is 0
seed oil garbage. You guys, seed oils aren't killing us. I know that is a hot take for some, but seed oils are fine. Don't stress yourself out more than you need to. Please, seed oils are fine. Unless your doctor says you're allergic or you physically cannot handle a certain type of oil, then stay away from it. Motor oil, don't put that in your food.
Was that a dad joke?
Seed oils are okay. We're not gonna die from seed oils. Also, I don't know much about their shakes. Sound off in the comments if you've tried them, if they're gross, if they're all right. Let us know. I keep hitting my mixer. So that could be an issue later. We'll find out. Also, quickly want to touch on the fact that at the very minimum, at least they're talking about products. So many times we've seen these MLM calls, just very recently actually, where they don't even talk about the products, just all the money that you can make. So at least they are talking about the products.
Grams of sugar. It actually mixes really smooth. It's very creamy. It doesn't have a chalky aftertaste, and it tastes amazing whether you blend it or you shake it. Every single day I make either a vegan vanilla or I do a chocolate, and this is 20 grams of anti-inflammatory protein. And then I mix it with our collagen 9, which is an additional 10 grams of protein. So every day, 30 grams of protein, which we know is really important to building and maintaining lean muscle, boosting your metabolism, and helping you to meet your own wellness goals so you can go out there and do what you want to do in life. So and also, I didn't mention this before, but it's also gluten and dairy free. It's low on the glycemic index, and it does help boost your natural production of GLP-1.
What?
Did you just say what I think you just said?
All right, guys. So obviously GLP-1 medications, effective medications that are prescribed by a doctor that help people with insulin resistance, with diabetes, with weight loss, with whatever they're trying to navigate in their health with the assistance of a doctor, that being the key here. A supplement cannot give you the same effects as a GLP-1 medication. Supplements and medications are very different. I share frequently about my GLP-1 experience. I know I have some people here that have been looking into GLP-1s and GLP-1 medications. There's a huge difference between the medication and the supplement. The GLP-1 medication is going to require you to talk with a doctor. In most cases, please make sure you're talking with your doctor and they're doing the necessary workup to make sure you qualify for the medication, because it can do things to you if you don't qualify for the medication. Even if you want to lose weight and you want to be stubborn about it, cool. Yeah. But it's gonna harm you in the long run if you don't qualify. The supplements do nothing. They're a gimmick. There's no studies showing or proving that they have anything close to the effectiveness of a GLP-1 medication that requires a prescription and a doctor. Just be very aware of the gimmicky GLP-1 supplements, because they're out there and they are running rampant right now. They're everywhere. MLMs, influencers, infomercials, the grocery store, they're everywhere. Be careful.
And it has added leucine, which, if you know a lot about the nutrition space, that's incredibly important when it comes to building lean muscle. Here's just a couple of some testimonials, some visuals of some of our clients that have used Meology and LifeShake and have seen incredible results when it comes to their body composition and inflammation.
You guys, we've talked extensively about before and afters way back in the day on my channel when we were looking at Monat pictures and I think Optavia. So a lot of us know what to spot, what to look for. When I did a short stint as a nutrition coach, this is what you tell your client. Take pictures throughout your journey, right? Usually you want to do it like a month apart, depending on what your goals are and whatnot. You want to wear exactly the same thing. You want everything to be as close to the same as the first picture or the picture before, or whatever it is. And that means same stance, same area, same background. You guys, these could very well have been taken the same day. And let me explain why. These are just human bodies being human bodies. The first picture of the woman on the left, she's very clearly posing for this, and maybe her gut isn't sucked in. Right? The second one, she's angled completely different in a different room, and she is holding her arm up, so it's naturally stretching her side out to make it look slimmer while she likely is sucking in. So yeah, it's gonna change, and that doesn't take any kind of supplement to change that. It just takes a difference in stance and a difference in angle and moving your arm. The second lady on the right, she has the same clothes on, which is cool. Different area. She is posed to make it look like she has a large gut, and she definitely does not. And in the second picture, she has her hair down with her arms out, not folded. Anybody could look at you and tell you this is bullshit, right? Please tell me we are smart enough to know better.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
We're not this stupid, lady. Do you think we're this stupid?
We have an amazing package called Ready Set Wellness, which is an awesome way to get started.
I also want to add that But both of these women are beautiful. They didn't mean anything in either of them. They're beautiful.
We also have some great performance line supplements as well. Any of you out there who are into your fitness and your workout and or you just need a clean energy supplement. This is our pre-workout Energize. I'm obsessed. It doesn't give you the jitters. If you've taken any other pre-workout, some of them stain your clothes, stain your teeth. This does not.
The fuck is staining what? Have you guys been taking pre-workouts that stain your clothes and your teeth?
Oh no, this is horrible.
I have different recommendations. If you need a pre-workout, I don't recommend it for everybody, by the way. But if you use a pre-workout that is causing stains on your teeth and your clothes, we need to have a conversation.
You are not going to have the jitters. It's going to give you a really clean, focused energy. It also has L-theanine, which helps you focus. And this is my go-to every single morning, and also my afternoon pick-me-up, even when I'm not working out as well. So yes, everybody needs to try this. I was a diehard. I'll never switch from my former option. And now I can't imagine not having this in my life. For those of you that do lift and do workouts, we also have some great performance supplements like our whey protein that helps with lean muscle recovery, also has added leucine as well. And I just want to introduce you to Leslie Ivy. Look at her amazing results, and she's really leaned into our protein and our supplements here.
She looks fabulous, but to credit Shaklee fully for her progress that she worked hard as for probably is gross. It appears that this woman is probably regularly working out, and usually when you're regularly working out, you're adjusting your diet to match up with your goals, your body goals. So claiming that this woman has made a transformation strictly because of Shaklee is a load of bullshit. She likely would have had the same or similar results without the help of Shaklee. Also, she's beautiful either way. These women are all beautiful.
All women are beautiful.
You're at Shaklee, and her body is changing, her health is shifting, her energy is through the roof, and that is because she is a Shaklee supplement user. She is incredible. All right, one of the newest things, and I have it here in my hand.
She would be incredible if she wasn't a Shaklee supplement user. She did that, not Shaklee.
That is actually launching on October 1st is our sparkling protein. Now, we are pioneers in the protein space, the first of its kind. It's a clean sparkling protein with literally 5 ingredients, and it has 40 grams of protein in one can. It tastes like a margarita without the alcohol, and it's a great way to help you hit your goals.
Oh, there's the natural GLP-1 support. Don't fall for that marketing gimmick.
To keep you full and satiated in a healthy way. So there are some options for you to actually try a can of the sparkling protein before it launches. And if you sign up as an ambassador, there's an opportunity to get it as in the case as well. Okay, I talked a little bit about the collagen, but I want to show Allie's results. You're going to see her talk in just a moment. I think it's important. There's a lot of collagens on the market. And
with the fucking before and afters. Her hair isn't combed out right there. If you're looking at the first picture, she is outside in the natural sun with her hair slicked back. If my hair was wet, she looks like she was sweating. So her hair is like separated because it's wet. I'm trying to show an example of this. If you pull your hair hard enough and separate it enough like that and angle it like that, it's gonna look like you're bald. But if you just comb it out, angle up a little, it looks way different. We're not that stupid. This is infuriating that these people think we're dumb. Don't fall for this shit. I get so mad. You're not getting our hard-earned money.
Well, not anymore, you're not.
The most we could tell from this picture is that this individual maybe took collagen and combed her hair in picture 2. That's all.
Our collagen 9 is a powder form. It is good for your hair, skin, nails. And it has all 9 essential amino acids plus 10 grams of additional protein. And for me, this is incredibly important. The stories and testimonials of people using our Shaklee collagen will blow your mind. Their hair is growing faster, their nails are stronger, and it's helping with your skin. And it's an easy way to hit your protein goals as well. This collagen 9 is something that I can't go without every single day. Okay. And then we have some of our new products.
Modere? They bought trim?
How did you not know that?
You guys, I've been living under a Sensi rock. I need to come out from this Sensi rock. There's a lot going on out here in this world that I didn't know about. They bought BioCell and Trim from Modere. So now they have the Modere pipeline. So they have Modere, they have BODi, they have some Sensi. They have all the people flooding into Shaklee. Now I see why people were asking me to cover it so much. Dang, I am so sorry, guys.
Any of you that maybe are familiar with the company Modere, we acquired their products in an acquisition back in the spring, and these two products have fit perfectly into our Shaklee profile. These products are helping people. The liquid BioCell collagen is
these before and afters. Again, I'm not going to go through it again because exactly the same issues. The lighting, the stances, the combing of the hair, the way they're holding their arms. It's all the same that we just went over.
The testimonials of people that had injuries and joint issues or mobility, it's life-changing. And on top of that, people's inflammation and their body composition is changing because they have been incorporating the BioCell technology into their wellness routine. And I feel like the BioCell pairs perfectly with our anti-inflammatory Vivix. Vivix, hands down, one of the first things I tried as somebody who has dealt with inflammation for a number of years. This has significantly helped me in my inflammatory journey at really blunting that inflammation, whether it is brain fog or it's joint pain or it's the puffiness in my face. And just hearing the stories of other people and how it's helped them on their wellness journey.
Just drink more water, girl. Cut down on the salt and drink more water, and you will also lose a bunch of puffiness. There are so many ways to get these same results by just diet, activity, steps in your day, just simple things that don't require a payment.
This is definitely a hero product here at Shaklee. So out of what I've shared so far, what are some of the things that you yourself are like, I'm adding this to cart. These are things I could use, or I know people that I could share these products with. Drop it in the comments. And then I'm going to go on. We're going to talk about wellness from the outside, because what we do have here at Shaklee is not only products that help you on the inside, but we have clean, non-toxic, and EWG verified skincare and beauty products. These products are clinically proven. They are free of over 2,500 chemicals and questionable ingredients, and they work. They're clean and they're clinical. 100% of women who actually used our youth skincare line reported that they felt younger, that they clinically proven to have younger looking skin in just 7 days.
This is another reminder that it is okay to age. We are allowed to age. And I feel like this whole look younger longer thing is starting to fade away. No, I don't want to drink the blood of babies. I don't want to smother my face in oil. I just want to live. It is okay to live and age beautifully. You don't have to spend your entire life doing a skincare routine because you don't want people to know that you're in your later stages of life.
And it was also shifting their age index down. And I don't know about you, as a middle-aged woman, that is very important to me, is the youthfulness and the glow, but without the chemicals.
Well, everything's made with chemicals if you really think about it.
I am telling you, our youth skincare line is phenomenal. And as somebody with really sensitive skin, I'm a little more acne prone. The youth skincare line, and you can see, does wonders for my skin, and people compliment it all the time. All right. How many of you are like, I have fine lines and wrinkles and I don't want to do Botox. I want to go the all natural route. Well, this is definitely another one you should try. These are called our ageless sculpting wands. They're formulated with Power 8 peptide, this peptide blend, and it actually instantly, within 15 minutes, I should say, it will instantly relax the appearance of expression lines with ingredients to support collagen production. And over time, it builds to help your skin look smoother, firmer, and more lifted on your face, your neck, and your décolletage area. So here is a couple of our transformations. Look at those results. Look.
Did she just call her forehead her décolletage? Did she point to her forehead? I don't know if she meant to point to her forehead when she said her décolletage area. I really hope she was just scratching an itch, because she pointed out every other part, but when she said décolletage, she went like this to her forehead. This is her décolletage, not this. I don't know. I can't tell if she meant to do that or not. It kind of looks like she did.
Well, Look at how amazing the youth sculpting wands are, both for her face, for her neck.
And look at the lighting difference. Come on.
It's mind blowing. And here's a couple more testimonials. I feel like this is such an easy one to share with people as well. Now, we have a huge product catalog.
I can not. Same thing goes for these before and afters. They're a load of bullshit.
And I have literally just scratched the surface of what we have to offer, but these are some of our best sellers and our hero products. And now I want to turn it over to one of our business leaders and amazing women on our team, Allie Upham. I'm going to bring you in, and Allie is actually going to share her story of why she chose to partner with Shaklee. So Allie, take it away, my friend.
Oh, thank you, sis. And yes, my name is Allie. I am a homeschool mama of two, over here juggling motherhood and hormones and this beautiful blessing of a business that is Shaklee. And I feel like coming into this, I just always want to use the word juggling because I know that we all have a lot of lifing. Can I get an amen? If anyone, anybody else? When I think about adding something else to my plate, I get this feeling of like, man, am I able to do that? And I want to remind you guys, 11 months ago, we found Shaklee, and it didn't happen when life was easy. And I think that's oftentimes when we're thinking about, okay, and I'm specifically speaking to those of you who said, I'm thinking I kind of want to might be an ambassador one day. Or maybe it is for those of you who are like, man, I really want to take my next step on my wellness journey, but life feels so hard right now. And I will just tell you, I started Shaklee, as many can attest to this, when our world was crumbling around us. And I will tell you something that was a huge moment for me. It was the fact that this team never let me forget that my story was meant to shine a light for someone else who was stuck, to help pull somebody else out of the darkness. And all of the hard that I had faced in my life happened because I was meant to use that story to inspire someone else. And every single one of us here has a different story or has different hard that's happening in life, right? Maybe it's joint pain. Maybe it is the inflammation like Mel said. For me, it was crippling fatigue. For others, it may be the fact that you need that healthy weight loss so that you can get those triglycerides or cholesterol or your blood work under control, right? Others of you are overcoming other hurdles, whether it's emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. I will tell you my truth. Mine was my hormones. 10 days of every month, I feel like for me, my PMS, it wasn't a feels like I've got all the doctor's notes to say, like it was extreme PMS that hijacked my life. And it's kind of hard to explain a fatigue that requires over 500 milligrams of caffeine just to stay out of bed, or the brain fog that makes you feel like you're losing your freaking mind. Or for me, it was like an uncontrollable rage. And I don't know if any of you've experienced that, but as mothers, that is so hard.
It is disgusting to me that somebody can get on a Zoom call and pinpoint these specific vulnerabilities of women to try to get their money.
Frankly, I am appalled.
If you're trying to build a connection with somebody, a genuine connection over these types of struggles, intense PMS, perimenopause, menopause, to just relate to somebody, have somebody who knows what you're going through to talk to, that's one thing. If you're telling these stories to rope people in who are having the same struggles so you can get their money, that's gross. It's deceptive, allegedly, in my opinion. In an MLM position, these people act like they're going to become your friends, when in all actuality, all they want is your money. And that's the difference between regular marketing from a legitimate corporation and MLMs, because they don't know how to correctly connect with the people they need to connect to sell their products to, their quote unquote products, whether it's the opportunity or the actual products. So instead of using actual marketing tactics that marketers are actually trained on in school, they use these emotional vulnerabilities to rope people in and take their money, in my opinion, at least.
And I just wish that I could sit here and tell you that, I had like a little bit of anxiousness, but 10 days leading up to my cycle, I had full throttle intrusive thoughts and I couldn't make any of it stop.
Ugh. she's still rambling on about it. And I have to stop it again to say, again, if this was just a Zoom call where people are sharing shared experiences with their hormones as a woman, that's one thing. If it's a conversation that you're having with your doctor, that's another thing. If you're getting on a Zoom call to sell people hormonal supplements, making claims that it helped you and your extreme PMS, I have a problem with that because the likelihood of this even working for them is slim.
And I'll tell you my truth when I always tell my testimony and my story. I had to battle my own Goliaths. That big Goliath in my life was drinking my wine and alcohol to cope with everything. And I will tell you that yes, I had to go toe to toe with my Goliaths, the habits that were no longer serving me, but I needed helpers. I needed supplements to help me win the war from the inside out. And I know that Melanie just rattled off like I feel like I'm using everything that Mel just said. I feel like all of it. Like, what did she use? Like, I have Shaklee-ized my entire house, guys. But I will tell you, if you can see on the next slide, I have lost 20 pounds.
Oh, there's the hair again. It's her hair. Girl, we know your tricks. All you have to do is just pull it tighter. Let it go a little. Oh, it's fuller. Tighter, fuller. Tighter.
Okay, that's enough.
I have lost 5 inches. You saw my hormone hair loss. That's not just like collagen. That was collagen 9, by the way. I mixed it in with that life shake that Mel talked to you about every single morning to balance my hormones. I add in spinach, I add in avocado, and all of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom, you've got 30 grams of protein. And I used it for 3 months. And by 6 months in, I completely reversed my hormone health hair loss. Like, it was crazy.
Fun fact, avocado has some great vitamins in it to help with hair, skin, and nails naturally. And you were adding it in with whatever else you're claiming helped. What? Do you sell avocados in your MLM? Because the likelihood of that contributing more so than whatever supplement you're taking is pretty high. Okay, I found the words that I needed. Avocados are rich in biotin, antioxidants, and essential fatty acids. It also has vitamin E. So not only is it good to eat, consume avocado for your hair, skin, and nails, but it's also helpful if you wanted to do an avocado mask. You could on your hair. It probably wouldn't hurt it. I feel like, I don't know, $5 for a bag of avocados is way better than selling your soul to a multi-level marketing company like Shaklee. But I don't know, maybe you're different.
I have, like I said, over 5 inches of inflammation are gone in my waist. And if you look at the picture on the left, like, I'm a brand new person.
Again, avocados. Avocados are fucking amazing, okay? Avocados, protein, water, all of those things. If you were increasing your intake of those types of things, the likelihood of those things making these changes for you that we can barely even really see in a real before and after picture, it's probably likely it was the other factors and not Shaklee.
Like my face. Yes, I have curly hair now. I went back to my roots.
And also, were you straightening your hair? If you're just letting your hair be natural and curly, that's another big factor. If you're not putting heat on it, chemicals, you're letting it just do its natural thing, then yes, it's going to grow more for you. It's going to be healthier. It's going to be shinier. It's going to be all the things that you want it to be because you're not touching it with the heat and chemicals. Wow.
But my face doesn't even look the same. And I just say that to you guys because these past 11 months have changed my life. And I will tell you, I'm 521 days alcohol free. Can I tell you, can I get an amen for the mocktails that we have with Shaklee? Like, can I get an amen from the people in the back?
No.
I have my morning mocktail with my triple defense and energize. I have my good gut and go for my gut health midday. I have my Vivix mocktail at the end of every day. I am obsessed. And I think it's just one of these moments where I've had normal cycles almost every single month that I've been a part of this company. And so I just want to share my heart with you. And I kind of want to just take the slides off it so you can see my face. And I just want you to hear my heart today because these products work. So this is going out to those of you who maybe haven't joined Shaklee yet, but are thinking about it, or are like myself, where I was thinking about becoming an ambassador. And I was kind of like, I haven't really gotten success from these products yet. I'm trusting that if I use this collagen for 3 or 6 months, it's going to work because I'd seen it happen in other people's lives, but I hadn't felt it in mine. But I was just with pure belief in the mission of this company, standing behind these products going, I've seen it work in other people's lives. And I know if I can stay consistent with this, it's going to work in mine too. Right. And as we kind of go through this, I know that there's going to be some of you guys who need to hear me say this. You can be a member for life. You can be a customer for life. You can use these products for yourself or for your family. My husband, it's kind of like Heather said, like her kids, her parents, like everybody's using these products, and you can be a member for life if that's where your heart is. And I need you to know that this can work for just you, and that's okay if that is your calling, your story, and your best next step. But there are over 300 solutions with Shaklee, over 300 products. Pick two, pick three, pick four, and start your own transformation. Or, and I'll just tell you this, for me, I knew that it could not be just about me. I had that tug on my heart that I was meant to share this and share my testimony with the world, even though it was hard. If you think it's easy to go ahead and put yourself out there and tell the world that I battled with alcohol, like that's a hard story to tell, but I've literally saved hundreds of people's lives because I was brave enough to share the struggle I was facing, the Goliath I was overcoming, the war that I was going through.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't quite hear you over your ego.
Share your story. Share stories. People need to feel connected to other people who have similar stories, but don't make it about taking the people's money who can relate to you.
I didn't say yes once I had the after picture. I said yes while I was going through it. And because of that, I can sit here today and say we're inches away, 3 people away from saying I've helped 400 women say yes to their journey since I started Shaklee.
What journey?
Like, it's mind-blowing. And I wish I could pull up other pictures, but you've seen so many testimonies. One of my girls, I was just chatting with her today, Caitlin. If I would have never said yes, I don't know where she would be. Caitlin's lost 33 pounds since January, and her cholesterol, my gosh, guys, it was off the charts in 300 something, I don't even know. And it's now normal, like around 100, 150, something like that, I think is where it is. And I have story after story, person after person who's gotten their health under control or is in the process of finding their version of healthy because I was brave enough to say yes to this journey.
All right, reality check.
You're not that important.
I mean, almost none of us are, of course.
You are not that important, lady, and I feel like you need to hear that. Sometimes we need to be humbled. We've all had our moments. You have not changed people's lives because they joined Shaklee. Relax. It's a multi-level marketing company. You're not a physician. You're not a miracle worker. You sell supplements to people and a business opportunity to people. You're not a doctor. You're not a surgeon, not a firefighter, not a nurse, none of those things. Maybe you are, but you're not talking about those things. You're talking about your multi-level marketing company. Have a seat.
And I want that to sink into your heart today, as scary as it may feel. I needed these products not only to change my life, and I like we've talked about, they're freaking amazing, right? But I knew that if someone else would just trust me, take their next step on their journey, and use these products for themselves, it would change their life too.
So it was an ego thing. You needed somebody to trust you. It's all about ego and money in these MLMs. It's not about helping anybody else. They're in it to help themselves.
Allegedly, I should say that for legal purposes.
And I can tell you right now, life is hard and life is heavy. And partnering with a company and taking a next step can be really scary right now, right? Because you might feel like I felt when I started. The world's crumbling around you and everything is so hard. I've talked to so many people who are losing jobs and needing to make an extra income for their family, or just feeling absolutely like dog crap and not knowing where to start. And that first step is so hard. But I'm going to speak to those of you today who are thinking about starting a business, who are thinking about partnering with Shaklee.
Joining Shaklee is not starting a business. It is becoming an independent, contracted salesperson.
Truth hurts, baby.
I started this, and I remember I looked at Mel, I even talked to Jamie, and I said, I'm going to do this, but my focus will not be on building a team. I love that we're team rooted and rising. I love that we have this collaborative effort. I love that. But I sat next to Cass, which you'll hear from soon. And I literally told her, my passion are these products and the people that I get to serve with them. And if that is where you are, you can say yes to becoming an ambassador and simply share and live out my motto, which is love, serve, and transform lives. That is what you get to do here at Shaklee, and you get to work this business your way. And obviously, if there's that inkling that you want to do this, we have an amazing, amazing, amazing product line. We have amazing comp plan. And most importantly, it's people first. And so I'm going to bring Cass up here. She has even more to share on that with her own beautiful story. So Cass, you take it away, sis.
Hi, you guys. I have such a love-hate relationship for going after Allie because I get so lost in her story that I forget that I have to come on here and then tell mine. So, my name is Cassandra Brooks, and I would love to see in the chat if you are feeling like, wow, this company is amazing and these people are amazing, but I don't know if I can do it. Like, I don't know if I can do what you guys do. Like, does anybody feel a little bit of that, like, fear in saying yes to an opportunity like this? And I just asked because I just want to go back to basics with you guys for a minute. So, again, my name is Cassandra Brooks, and I'm just a regular mom. I work full time. I'm a full time probation officer. I work with juveniles, so my life is absolutely chaotic. And I have 5 kids. You see my
And you decided to join an MLM on the side? Lady, are you well?
beautiful family right there up on the screen. And I'm 2 months postpartum. So, taking it back to my decision to join Shaklee, really, I want to take it back a little bit farther with you guys because about 8 years ago, I was in a position where I was living paycheck to paycheck. Whatever paycheck to paycheck is, like, take it down like a notch or two, like below that. My husband and I, we have a blended family. When we blended our families together, I was a foster care worker and he was a truck driver, and we were not making ends meet. I mean, we were to the point where it was kind of like, okay, Christmas is coming, so which bills can we skip a month on without a shutoff notice? We were swiping credit cards to make sure that our kids had what they need for their birthdays, so they never went without anything.
Oh, we always have to have the one who had major financial struggles to touch those vulnerabilities to get the people into the opportunity. Surely she has made thousands and thousands of dollars now, and she's going to tell us all about it.
Anytime we would get 2 steps ahead, we would somehow get 1 step behind. We were, the family that waits on their tax return because it meant life-changing money. And I used to think to myself, if somebody would just give me $1,000, I could get ahead just one time. And so I decided to join a direct sales company. And I was with that sales company for about 7 years. And I worked really, 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 really hard. Not to build a team. Sort of towards the end there, I was gaining momentum with building a team, but just in direct sales because my goal was making supplemental income for my family. And it was just that. It was supplemental. And it was filling the cracks for like the bills that we really couldn't pay with our combined income, having 3 kids at that time. So fast forward a little bit, we had our 4th child, Harlem. This was about 2.5 years ago. And daycare came, and boy, did it rock us. I mean, it sank our ship. Like, we got buried in credit card debt. We got buried in bills that we felt like we couldn't pay. And I was still making the supplemental income, but it was like every time that extra couple hundred came in for the month, I was like, do I put it towards this credit card debt, which if you get a couple extra $100, right, like stab you in the heart if you have to give it away to debt, like that stinks, right? Like I was never in a position where I could pay off debt and build a savings and have my bills paid on time. It felt impossible and I was drowning. Okay. We wanted a big family. We wanted more kids. Well, I don't know. I wanted more kids. I still want more kids. So,
Okay, I want a lot of things, but if the world or my living situation isn't going to support it, it is what it is. Joining an MLM so you could have more kids, and that's your reasoning, is diabolical because the likelihood of that MLM causing more harm than good during your pregnancy and birth or adoption, whatever you're doing to acquire said child, during that process and that time, it is going to be such a headache because you literally do not have time freedom if you are somebody who is trying to make an income, a livable wage, grocery money with an MLM. You have to be busting your ass in most cases to make anything in an MLM. So I just feel like it would cause more stress than anything in a family building journey. I feel like there's other avenues to go if you really want to have more kids. An MLM doesn't scream,
sign up for me and you could have more kids.
It just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I heard Allie say that she joined Shaklee when she was in the absolute thick of it. And I did too.
Sounds, well, dumb, but have fun.
I joined Shaklee when I knew I was pregnant with my fifth. And I knew I was staring down the barrel of a double daycare payment. And I knew I needed a change.
It's so dramatic.
I knew I need a change. Shaklee.
I'm sorry, guys. I am on the third video of the day.
So when my old company changed their business model, I was, number one, I'm going to be honest, relieved, because I didn't know if I wanted to do this again. But then I really gave it some heart thought. And I decided, well, number one, I knew I needed the extra income. That was non-negotiable. But I didn't want something that was taking me away from my family. And I wanted something that could build savings and pay off debt at the same time without me having to choose. And that was never something that I've had in my life ever. We have never been comfortable. It's always been hard. And we both work so dang hard. It's just, it was hard. We couldn't get out from under it. We just couldn't. And so when I found out I was pregnant, I joined Shaklee because I joined for the people and the mentors and the systems. I knew I loved the products. I knew I was going to love the products. I was on a wellness journey. I listened to, I did my research. I put some, like, I'm a probation officer. I ask a lot of questions. I believe nothing. I'm very skeptical. Everything is suspect. So like, it was an informed decision to join this company. But what team? Because that matters. And I joined my mentor, Jamie, who you will hear from in a second, because she has built to $1 million and beyond. And I always wondered in my last company, I wish I could just be a fly on the wall. What is she doing over there? Because she's so successful. And not only is she so successful, but her team is so successful. And so when I decided I was going to do this again, I joined Jamie. And I said, I want to be here and just be the best student that I can possibly be. I will have the work ethic because it means so much to me. My goal to get my family out of this neighborhood that we live in. Just before I logged in, I was like, oh, dang it. The sirens again. There's always sirens, always cops, flashing lights outside of our windows. Like, I want better for my kids. And so I'm doing Shaklee to change the financial future for my family.
Well, good luck with that.
And honestly, if you follow my story at all, you know that I'm coming up on 12 years of being sober from an addiction that almost killed me. And I used to think that my sober story was my redemption story. And now I realize that joining Shaklee is my redemption story.
There's a theme here. You noticing?
Because, see, I can't even get through it. I can't even get through it because it's changing my life and my family's lives. My kids will be able to change school districts. You see that picture of my husband in the corner there? He wants to go be a teacher. He's going back to college and he starts in like 5 weeks. And I'm not scared to be able to put him through that.
Ma'am, you have a full-time job. You have a job. Why are you crediting Shaklee for helping you do this? You have a job. I'm willing to bet that's paying most of your bills, right?
So if you guys are questioning whether the average full-time working mom can do this, let me tell you, I have built something successful in the smallest pockets of time in my busy, busy life. Okay. In my minivan before I go into a home visit, in my office while I'm having lunch, while I'm in the bathroom, between dirty diapers. I'm telling you, it can be done. And in my first month, my check from Shaklee was 12 times more than my check from my direct sales company that I had been with for 7 years. And this month, my check was 5 times more than my check from my full-time government job.
More hypotheticals for these people to think is possible.
If you're wondering if this company is different, I'm telling you it's different. Everybody wins here. Everybody wins here. And it's because everybody needs what Shaklee has to offer. This company is different. The integrity is different. And I am so financially focused, but what I realized being in New Orleans with this team and with Roger, our wonderful, wonderful CEO is that if you lead in this business with wanting to help people and have an impact first, not focus on the income, the impact, it has to come first, and the income will come, and it won't just trickle, it will flood. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Jamie, who's going to end us out for the night.
I feel like we can just end the call after that. Like, Cass, give me a heads up over here. I am so proud of that girl, okay? I'm so proud of this team. I'm so proud of every single person on this entire call, okay? For showing up, for you making the decision to show up today to see how you can be a part of this in some way, shape, or form, okay?
Wow, there's not very much diversity. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like when I see group photos and it's just all one type of person, I start to question things. Where's the diversity? It's only white bitches. It's only us that fall for this shit, isn't it? Listen, I'm one of them. I fell for it. I am a white woman in America who fell for a multi-level marketing company.
So I'm going to get into the nitty gritty. I have been in the network marketing space for 12 years. I am married. I have 2 children. I love to work. I love to have something for me. I love to pour into my team. I love to help other women make money and not be ashamed of it. And the fact that we have now partnered with Shaklee is the creme de la creme to all wellness opportunities. Okay. So why would you want to partner with us? Okay. You might be wondering why? Why this company? Why this team? And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you join us, you're stepping into something special that you've witnessed tonight. Okay. This is not just a one night occurrence. These are the stories, the conversations we have daily. Okay. We've built a team that is organized, intentional, and set up for growth, not just for the top, but for the entire organization. We don't just throw you in and wish you good luck. We get you into our systems that are already proven to work because we've gone through them ourselves and we tweak them as time goes on. We give you clarity from the very beginning, what to focus on, what to do in your first 30 days, how to share the products without feeling salesy or feeling awkward. And we help you structure your time so that this can truly fit in your busy life. We are busy people, and that's our superpower. So if you feel like you don't have time for one more thing in your day, you're with the right people, okay? On top of that, we have regular mentorship calls, very clear action item steps that help you, and tools that you can plug into right away. Whether you want to earn a couple $100s a month, or maybe you're here because you're ready to build a long-term career.
Is it me, or do they all also talk the same? They all have the same cadence, the same emphasis, the same emphasis on the same syllable.
You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I don't know. It's weird. I'm getting bored though. We'll keep going for a little bit longer.
The path is laid out for you and you can win here. Mal, can you go to the next slide, please? Okay, friends, so I want to make this very simple for you. You've heard the stories, you've seen the results, and now it comes down to this. Where do I fit into this, right? There are 2 clear paths, okay? So the support on the team here is unmatched. This is literally the most organized, systematic team I have ever been a part of, and I am not the originator of that. My beautiful upline Melanie Mitro is, and she shares everything within the team. We all of us leaders get to pour in our gifts.
More white bitches in that photo.
To make this the most expansive team that we can be. And that's also our superpower here. So every single month we get a marketing plan. You don't know what to do for October. Guess what? 2 days before October starts, you're going to get this whole plan rolled out, and you can decide what you want to participate in, be a fly on the wall, invite to, have your team join in with you. We have a new ambassador mentorship every single month that has weekly trainings, that has a new ambassador playbook. We have the tools to set you up for success. Next slide, please. Okay, we can go to one more over. Okay, so first option, okay, you're here. You're interested because you like science.
Excuse me, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Because you like science? What? You're not becoming a scientist.
You like clean products, you are on a wellness journey, you care about your health, and you want to age well, right? We've always heard the term age gracefully. We're here to age well, okay? The first path is as a customer, coming in, trying out the products. You say yes to better health and you use these products to feel your best. This might mean balanced hormones, like Allie was saying. This might mean stronger energy. I'm here for all of that. Improved digestion, or maybe it's just having confidence that you're fueling your body with clean, proven products, right? That feels good to know that what you're putting in your body is actually doing what it claims to do and having the proof that that's actually true, right? Let me tell you, being a customer is incredibly powerful. Some of our best leaders have started as customers first. They fell in love with how they felt and they shared the steps, the journey in a natural way. I think one of the coolest parts about being a member is that when you spend $150, any order, you are getting free shipping. That is a huge perk. You also are getting 15% off for life by just being a customer, right? I think with previous companies, you know, the people that were on the team got the discounts, and that is not the case here. And also we have this amazing program called Loyalty. And what that is getting your product set up for, you just check a little box. And that means that those products are coming to you exactly a month later. We have an app where you can very easily modify, change, move updates, cancel things, all those things, but you're getting points for purchasing products that you can eventually redeem for free products. Like what? I feel like every single client of mine that I've gotten them on Loyalty, they're like, wait, is this really as simple as you're saying? And then they redeem those points in for products and they're like, this is literally amazing. I'm like,
You guys, putting proprietary and confidential in the corner of your slides doesn't do anything if you publicly post it on YouTube. Oh my, a simple Google search for fair use and copyright laws will tell you that's not going to do a damn thing. Just stop because you look like an idiot. I'm sorry.
No.
I know, it really is amazing. If we can go to the next slide, please. Option 2 is all about becoming an ambassador. We can go one more slide. This is where you're not only using the products, but you also decide to partner with us and to create even more income, even more impact together. Remember, I'm saying we're doing this together. No one is on this journey alone.
Oh, so they just changed their compensation plan is what it sounds like. In this tiny, tiny fine print on the bottom of this proprietary and confidential document, the Shaklee compensation plan is new and has limited earnings history. So did they change their compensation plan recently? I wonder if that's what it is because of the uptick of people they've had join, or they're just lying and saying it's new because they don't want to provide income disclosure statements, which feels a little sus. All right, I have to leave the house like 2 minutes ago. So I have to wrap it up. I'm putting the join kits on the screen here as I'm talking because they want all your money just to join. All of it. Just hand over your firstborn and your left kidney and you'll be a Shaklee representative. Anyway, don't fall for this bullshit, please. And if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. I would love for you to join us more often. I have more content just like this coming up in the coming weeks. But anyway, as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.